So, just got home from a long day of driving. Probably, I think actual travel time was about 6.5 hours, but I know we were in the car longer than that due to gas station stops and whatnot. Now it's about 11 o'clock. It is, 11:02 right now, and my night has just started. I have quite the project ahead of me. I'll explain in a second. Oh yeah, the box, bubble wrap. New bubble wrap. Came just in time too. It's not the best printer for something like this, but it will work and it prints on something sticky, so markers might be in there.
No, I'm telling you they are in here.
Okay.
But you can measure. I don't know. I still figured it out. They're in there, and they're there.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so I got a red and a green. So my brother Joel's birthday is in, what is today? Today's Thursday. His birthday is next Tuesday. So that means I need to get his gift ready and prepare his box. Now every year for the last 5 years I have made his box more and more difficult to open every year, or at least I have tried. Last year I did a video, which I'm not really sure how this works. Maybe I'll put a link right here. I don't know, maybe it's there. But I had somebody weld a box shut. Like I hired somebody off of Craigslist, just put an ad out there and had them weld it shut. Now this year I do think it is going to be difficult, but I almost, like, this last month has been one of the busiest months that I've dealt with in a long time. And because of that, I just haven't really been thinking of what to do, and excuses. Now it's come to the last minute and I am rushing around. I need to get this in the mail tomorrow if I want to get it to him in Chicago by his birthday. We'll get to the box in a second, but first I need to make one of his gifts, and it is a custom pepper powder mix just to sprinkle on pizza or everything you eat. Alright, so some of the things that I picked up. First off, this is a whole pound, minus a little bit that I ate last night, of Arbol chilies. This is probably a chili that I eat more than any others. Super good. Now, a flavor out of these that I've been enjoying lately is to, like, slightly burn them. I almost wouldn't call them burnt, just slightly brown black. Now I'm gonna do partial burnt and then partial just toasted. Super tasty. Then some of the others. This is crushed Urfa chilies. This is just toasted granule onion. Now I asked for toasted garlic, and this is definitely onion. I think it will still be good, but it's not exactly what I was going for. Californian paprika. And the last one, this is way more than I was intending on buying, but the place I get this no longer sells it strictly by ounces, so I needed to get either, was it 3 ounces for a certain price, or pay $5 more and get 7.2 ounces of ghost pepper powder. This is gonna last a long time. Okay, but first step, we're gonna start toasting those Arbol chilies. The first step of these is to remove the pepper from the stem. Yeah, maybe that much. Okay. Alright, so we're going to stick these in the oven so they get a little bit toasty. I have to be careful not to burn them. I made that mistake a couple nights ago, and the whole house basically filled up with pepper spray. I couldn't breathe. I was opening all the windows that weren't already opened. Like coming in here, covering my mouth. It was bad. So I pulled these a little bit early just because I'm going to be working in here. I don't want to not breathe, and it's already getting bad. But they're pretty much right where I want them to be. They almost smell like popcorn. The seeds especially, they get like a real popcorn taste. Yeah, definitely, if you can handle spice, I feel like the seeds could be a snack. Trying to get this done as early as possible because it is getting pretty late and I don't want to wake up the neighbors. Now, we do not have a lid for this one, so I have a lid for this one. The lid's not working too well. There, getting the tripod out of the way so I can actually work. Stay back. Now I want this to be hot, but I, don't want it to be miserable. So, we'll start with the paprika. Some nice smoky flavor in there. 1, 2 heaping tablespoons. Do 1 tablespoon of onion powder. So I really don't want this to be an onion thing. This is the Urfa chilies. 1, 2 of these. Now the dangerous ones. They actually wear a mask when they put this shit in there at the store. I wish I had gloves. We're out of gloves. Now I'm just gonna do 1 super heaping. And most likely, finally, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Just a little bit. Probably just about that, which is probably less than a teaspoon. Last thing is the garlic that I did want originally. Probably about a teaspoon total. It's so sneezy in here. Getting miserable in this kitchen. Now how I would like to try this is sprinkled on pizza, but I don't have pizza. So I'm just gonna try a little bit on tortilla chip. Just, a decent amount on there. You gotta get the flavor. That's better than I expected, especially if you're putting on something salty. I don't want this to be salty in itself. Cool. Oh, that green is still wet. It's been like 45 minutes. Well, that looks okay. I did not know this shit was in there. Oh no. Let's see if we can get all this out. So I'm gonna have to put a hold on this for the night. I did not know that this was a cash drawer. I mean, it probably says it right on the front of the package. I just, for some reason, thought this was more of just a safe. And I was able to remove most of it, except for the like the money separators. And to remove those, it's gonna be pretty loud. It's gonna be a lot of banging, probably a screwdriver and a hammer just getting underneath it, and it's just too late to do that. It'll wake up everyone. I don't want to do it outside. It's just gotta wait. Saying that, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this actually in the mail tomorrow. So hopefully it can still get there by his birthday, but it might be a day late at this point, sadly. But we'll pick this up again tomorrow. So the one more thing I can do tonight is to cover this key in glue so it has time to dry. To try to keep the glue somewhat in one space. It kind of keeps the key lifted up off the bottom, so if we can get some flow underneath. So this is the kind of glue that Comes out of 2 different tubes. And then once you mix it together, it has a reaction where it actually sets. There we go, so that can at least start drying for the night. I'm sure I'll wrap this in tape and stuff before it's completely done. There. It is officially tomorrow, and that means I can start pounding the rest of those trays out of that safe. Alright, this didn't really seem like it was going to be too difficult to remove. It just loud. The original maker, basically it's just a few spot welds. So got all the pieces out. Now the spots that this did have on here now are raised and razor sharp. So I'm gonna have to bend those back down, and then we can start the next process. So another one of my worries is that everything wouldn't fit in here, and luckily it does. I'm surprised because like right now I'm like, it's not gonna shut, but it does. So I looked around a few times and I'm pretty sure I got everything. If I forget it here in a little bit, it's gonna be too late. Just gotta get everything out of the way of the part of the lock that turns. There we go. Locked. That key I'll swallow. Got a little bit of tape because I need to now cover up the holes that I made from removing those trays, because I don't want any of the foam to get inside. Need to back this up a little bit because I need to stick glue on the inside rim. Same as last night, we'll stick it right there. A decent amount, but again, not too much because I don't want it to leak inside on the presents. By the way, now that we're here, isn't that cute? Golly. Glue is starting to gelatinize a little bit. I gotta hurry. Should do. And then run some tape along the seam. Taking one piece of tape is pretty easy to remove off, but if you have a bunch of tiny ones, it makes it a little tougher. I originally wanted to get the duct tape, like the actual like metal tape for ducting, not duct tape. But the store I was in did not have any, so. Like I said, this has been a crazy hectic week, and I didn't have time to do 2 stores that day. There we go. And this right here is the lock picking kit. Comes with the whole set right here, which is just a variety of, I'm not sure exactly what these are called, scrapers might be the term. And then in here, it's kind of cool. I have a test one where you can see how it's in action, so you can kind of learn. And shit, like I said, if I forget anything, it's really gonna suck. Here's the little note. It says congrats, which means congrats on getting in the box. So that kind of sucks, but it's gonna have to be outside of the box now because it is gonna be unopenable. Actually, Haley had a good idea. Problem solved. Alright, so the last step, I was very lucky that this will fit in a large flat rate mailer, and I got this Great Stuff foam. This is another situation where I wish I had gloves, because if this stuff gets on your hands, it's just such a pain to get off. It's almost like wait for it to wear off. So I made sure to seal the box pretty well. It still has a little bit in the corners, but I can trim that off if it does squirt out. Okay, so I'm gonna put a layer on the bottom and then push the box into it and then surround it from there. And then once this dries and I get it shipped out tomorrow, I'm gonna cut little slits to put the lock picking set. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. Fill the gaps like it says it will. Oh no, I needed 2 of these. Well, if you're following along at home, you should probably get 2 bottles. Oh, I got some on me. Last year I used glitter for part of this. This year I'm going to use Nature's glitter. Now I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with this key. We'll take a look at it first. Golly, it's on there. It's pretty hard. I think I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. This will be shipped probably just first class, and ship this probably the day after. Alright, it's nearly 9 o'clock at night and the foam, I'm pretty sure it's completely dry. I'm not gonna pull it out of there to check the bottom and try to just like squeeze the inside, but as far as I can tell, it's dry. Now it did expand, and right now the box won't shut, so I got our bread knife, and I guess I'm just gonna like trim along the top. I expect this to be very satisfying. Oh, it's good stuff. Oh, still. Oh no. Still gooey in the center. Heh. We're getting there. All right. Open me first. Let's check, make sure it still closes. Yep, that will do. And then this goes right there. Hopefully they're okay with that. It doesn't seal all the way. Should be fine. That's that. So I'm dripping lighter fluid on my fingers to try to remove this stuff. Like I said, just almost nothing comes off. I think alcohol might be better. Oop. I was helping my dad tar his roof once, and I got tar on my fingers, and I used gasoline, like I could not get it off. The only thing I could do is just stick my fingers in the dirt, just so my hands were dirty instead of sticky.
How'd it come off?
Time. A few days have passed, and it is August 14th, Joel's birthday, and he's been busy doing a hike. but I think he's just about home, so we're gonna FaceTime and see how long it takes him to open this package. I'll start a timer. I don't remember what his time was last year. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen right now. I don't know if this year's gonna be more difficult or easier. We'll find out. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I'm gonna get ready to start a timer. Let's see. Whenever he is ready.
Alright.
Alright. Timer has started.
Jordan said there's a chance I might want to have
Oh boy.
gloves. Whoa. That's just a big pile.
Did you just drop it in the dirt after?
No, I sprinkled
Or you
dirt
did
in it. Alright, I'm gonna come back in a little bit, but we are at 3 minutes right now, and he's
Already.
not even, I mean, he's barely opened the box.
Hey, I'm wondering if I'm gonna need these later. I don't know if they're used to pick a lock.
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna learn a good skill.
Oh god.
That's a really cool lock too, though.
I wanted to learn how to pick locks.
Yeah.
This is the start of a felon.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I have a visual cue of what I might need.
9 minutes.
I almost drilled on it.
All right, so you got all the foam off. You got it out of the box. Now it's just the box. Starting to remove the tape.
You super glue it.
Super glued.
Gosh.
It's not. It's better than super glue.
The
Gorilla glue?
an epoxy.
Yeah.
Epoxy 8500.
No.
I don't remember exactly which one.
To pick the lock, the idea is to insert one of these tension tools into the bottom of the lock here,
That one looks a lot longer.
tension or torsion to the cylinder, allowing the cylinder to be turned and the lock to be opened.
Yeah, this is my fourth type of pick that I'm trying to use. So you keep turning as you get each pin?
Yeah, the whole time you're putting a light, constant pressure on there.
I think I've got the pins pushed back. I'm just trying to get it turned. I just don't know which way to turn it.
All right, so he practiced on the practice lock for a while, and didn't end up getting it. But now he's moved over to the other one, and we are at 46 minutes and 27 seconds.
Phew.
So
Wow.
this year might be a winner.
Yeah, it's...
Which is my goal, to make it more difficult every year. So,
Yeah.
all right. I think I was more worried last year just because there was so much sharp metal that you were bending.
Oh, yeah. That stuff, yeah, was... well, sharp.
I've just been watching so much Grey's Anatomy that, like, this seems like something that would happen on the show where some dumbass is using a screwdriver to scrape off glue and stabs himself in the chest.
Yeah.
Did you just call me a dumbass?
Yes.
I must have had them all
He just got it. What'd you do?
hooked up.
Nice. It feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Phew, I didn't even... it started to turn. I was like, no, that can't actually be it. But I changed my twister tool to the top part of it, and it instantly started turning.
Yay!
Another doll.
A cute one too.
Look at that with a... its face falls off, and it's got a hot dog eyeball. That is adorable.
Okay, I forgot to turn off the timer right when he did it. Right now it's at 56:23. What do you say? 54, 53?
53. Yeah, it's been a few minutes.
Yeah, so yeah, right around 50, 52, 53 probably is where he got it.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, cool.
That was a good feeling, though.
See if we can break an hour next year.